Hello, Central High School. This is your principal, Mr. Green. This is our Black History Month celebration. Ordinarily, we would be in the auditorium, all 1,200 of us, yelling and screaming, celebrating Black history. Black History Month is a beautiful month. It's a beautiful history. It's an unparalleled history to anything that humanity has ever seen. Black history in this country begins long before the slave trade that we often learn about. Black history begins with Black folks as kings, as queens, with empires on the great continent of Africa. And today we're going to celebrate at home. Obviously, we can't be together at school, but I want you to go get your little brother, your little sister, go get your big brother, your big sister, and let's celebrate this awesome, awesome history that we call Black history. This year's theme is the soul of Louisville. And as we talk about the soul of Louisville today, let's remember that we're always leaders of positive social change. Oh, there's my family in the background. You see them? Where'd they go? All right. Anyway, hey guys, let's celebrate Black history. And let's continue to make history.
Lift every voice and sing till our that heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that which tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slain. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our wearies, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way.
Thou who hast by thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray.
Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. shadow beneath thy hand. May we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
Anything could be going on, drama could be popping off, this and that, or everybody's just miserable at school, but then an event happens and the whole place is jumping, everybody's talking about Central, and it reminds me how proud I am to go to Central. I claim it every time it just makes me proud to claim it again.
I'm at the Muhammad Ali Center.
Students at Louisville Central High School.
Teachers at Central High School.
Today, Central High School students.
The first place where I felt like I fit in somewhere.
Just made me feel like I belonged because I was around people like me, people that look like me, act like me, talk like me.
I will always take a piece of Central with me. I'm proud to be an alumni. I'm proud of all the opportunities that it's given me. I'm proud of the people that I've met and the people that I've been able to network with. And I'm just proud to be able to say that I'm a Yellow Jacket.
I think that Central having the history that it does with being previously the only high school for African Americans to attend, I think that benefits us because it forces us to remember the history of the school, which forces us to remember the history of ourselves.
So there's automatically rifles pointed at my head. I'm black. So I can't hold hands with my brothers and sisters because they all want me dead. I'm a threat. A menace to society. They don't care about me. Blue lights, red lights, blue lights, red lights is all I see. And no lie, a little spark of fear strikes into me. It's like a game of roulette these days. I never know who will survive or who will be out cold. The children don't say they want to be police officers or judges anymore. They see what you see. A world not fit for them. A world that only shows them being put in their place as the inferior race. But here's the headline for the week. Say it loud and say it proud, because you are not weak. Little black girl, when they say you aren't good enough, believe them, because you will exceed them. Little black boy with the naps and no potential, you are an epiphany of all that is black and all that is original. I scream to my people, don't give up, don't surrender. It took us a long time to get here, and I refuse to be stuck in the chains of restraint that will kill all of my faith and bring me back to the days where I was just a thing. And since I'm a black woman, all the odds are against me. No matter how hard I try to win, I will be knocked down by society. I have too much of everything. Too much emotion, too much hair, and too much black. I'm black, and I'm tired of being dehumanized, criminalized, and criticized. I'm black, and I'm proud.
I've lived here my entire life, and I've never seen anything even close to this ever organized in this community.
Everybody's too afraid to have this conversation about racism. But when are we going to be ready? The time is now.
We feel compelled as a Latino community to come out and say we support the
Black Lives Matter movement.
I'm here to tell everyone that no authority can get rid of minorities. We are strong, we are here, and we know our rights.
Lived in California for 20 years, and English is our first language, so you need to speak English. Well, I'm sorry about you too. Get the out of my country.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
Go back to Mexico if you want to keep speaking Spanish. Go back to your Mexican country, your state.
Guess what, man? I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican, but you're very prejudiced. I want you out of my restaurant right now.
I'll finish my meal and then I'll...
You know what? I'll do it for you, man. I'll call the cops. Have you task us? It'll be easier for me. It'll be easier for you. Have people like you so ignorant and disrespectful.
It's a Latino fight as well. You know why? Because we have Afro-Latinos, we have Black Latinos, and the community of Latinos seem to always forget that in multiple countries across the world, there are Black Latinos. No matter you're Mexican, Colombian, South America, Central American, no matter what, and they seem to forget that because of race and color. And we can't forget that. This is why it's our fight too.
I remember when I first discovered what black was, and then people kept calling people black. I remember like black, oh he's black, oh she's black. I'm like, black? They're not black, they're brown. They're dark brown, that don't make no sense.
I always feel like I'm never Latina enough because of my skin color, because of my hair.
I would just hear my family be like, oh, don't go out with somebody that's dark skinned, que no salga con un negro. Arregla la raza.
Dark skin in the Latino community isn't considered beautiful.
We've been colonized so poorly that we want to identify with being white so much, not all of us, but many of us, that we look down on dark skin.
Tú como negro latino tienes dos problemas. Primero, eres negro, se te discriminan por negro. Y segundo, eres latino y te discriminan por latino. Eso es doble minoría.
Dark skin is beautiful and it has melanin in it and it doesn't age. We hate ourselves so much that we really don't understand how beautiful we are.
Que yo por mi color o por lo que tú crees, tú no me vas a parar, que yo voy a triunfar. En lo que yo voy a hacer, yo voy a triunfar.
Embrace the beauty that is you, because most people are trying to look like you. They're going to get their hair curled, they're going to get tans, they're getting injections in their butts and in their lips. They want to look like you. So don't hate you, because everybody wants to look like you.
This is DJ Kool Herc, the father of hip hop. This is going out to my man over in Japan, Yutaka, to my man, Crazy A. This how we do. For all the B-boys and B-girls, get ready. Right about now, we're gonna rock it and jam with the jammers. Don't stop. Keep on. To all the breakers out there.
The purpose of this video is not to fall as victims. It is to embrace and empower differences and similarities. We share more than we think. Food, dances, and traditions come from similar backgrounds, and most importantly, we have the same desire of succeeding in such a complicated system. our diversity within the same race is one of the most dangerous things for a society to live without, and in Louisville, it is not the exception.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. We are the soul of CHS.
I seen him. I seen his face, young, smooth, brown, and still. It was left with a face of horror in his last moments. You shot and you ask questions later. That's what y'all do, right? Riddle me this. How do you expect answers from a corpse? Neither the lies or the truth will be able to pass from his lips because they are now dead and cold. In your quick decision making, did you see his hands? Look now. It's a license and registration you asked for. But then again, you felt threatened. You felt scared. You felt scared. But you weren't the one looking down the barrel of a gun. Now his blood is on your hands. And now we lost a life tonight. A life with beauty and a future burning bright. A life who had a family and a mother and a daughter and a wife. A life with value and purpose. And now it's gone over a broken tail light.
Hi, my name is Janiyah Palmer. I am class of 2018. My time at Central was very fun and very worth my choosing of being at Central. I very enjoyed it and I would always recommend Central, of course. But I'm not here to talk about me. I am here to talk about my sister, Breonna Taylor, and her impact. Breonna was definitely a very loving person. She was very sweet and she was my sister, of course. But the impact that my sister has made around the world has been very sensitive, but it's very loving at the same time. I appreciate everybody that says her name and everybody who's been out in the streets here in Louisville, making sure her name doesn't die and making sure LMPD does not get away with her murder. The impact in Louisville has been very, I can't even describe it, but it was very loving. Like, originally, of course, the first 2-3 months was very lonely for me and my family because nobody knew her name, nobody was saying her name, nobody even cared about her story. There were select few people who cared about her story because they actually were paying attention because the police were able to cover it up because of COVID. But they can no longer cover it up. And LMPD is now getting in trouble and snitching on themselves about murdering my sister. But all I can say is continue to say her name, and I appreciate everybody who's out in the streets saying her name.
A city that has a demeanor and attitude as if it's its own state. Crime rate is so high, blink once somebody dies. A long history of migration, and it's still as if LMPD and the government is playing a game of elimination. Rather, if it's the constant drama, lack of opportunities, the feeling of lost hope, overworking and hustling just to get by. The soul of Louisville is what keeps us alive. From the nonstop protests to the music, to the rep neighborhoods, to the constant awareness of Black lives. to the historical places, to the heart of excitement, the heart where everyone looks to for Black history, the pride, the most hated on, but most known. Oh, Central High School, what an honor and pleasure it is to carry such a weight, to carry such soul.
Black women with all your might, Black women, you are truly a beautiful sight. Black women with your beautiful face, you are definitely a credit to your Black race.
We're going to be okay. We'll take on this world and learn to love ourselves day by day.
Look at the combination of coffee and cocoa butter. The olive oil-like softness of your skin. Don't let anyone debunk your beauty.
Black women, say it loud. Being Black is being proud. Black women, you are a mother, woman, and a friend. Without Black women, a Black man can't win. Black women, be proud of what you are because it will always take you very far.
Do you know you are strong? I mean, really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do?
God made heaven, God made earth. Beautiful Black woman, consider yourself what God made first.
The year is 2008, and my brother, who was a 2008 Central grad, brought home his yearbook. And I remember wanting to go through his yearbook, I guess to submerge myself in the context of his high school experience. But what I didn't know that I would be subconsciously doing is imagining my own high school career. I was set to begin at Central in 2009. And so I went through the yearbook and I just absorbed everything that the pages could offer. I saw the superlatives and the people that were most likely to succeed and the best smile. And I remember coming across the top academics page. And I saw a girl who was ranked #1, and beside her name read valedictorian. At that time, I had no idea what a valedictorian meant. So when I asked my big brother, Kevin, what was a valedictorian, I remember he just lauded the valedictorian of his graduating class with the utmost esteemed compliment, saying that, you know, she was bad, like she was forward focused, and she had a lot of discipline to be able to maintain an A+ average throughout her entire high school career, earning her the valedictorian spot. I did not even understand really the task at hand that one would have to undertake to achieve such a thing, but I subscribed to that day and said, you know what? When I get to Central, I'm going to also take a shot at becoming valedictorian. And so what I didn't realize that I was doing was really landscaping what my own career at Central High School would look like. The year is now 2013, and looking back, it's funny how all of these things came to pass. I said that I wanted to be a stingette, and guess what? I became a stingette. Said that I wanted to be a valedictorian. Well, although I fell short of earning that honor, I did earn the honor of graduating in the top 3% of my class. All of that to remind you about how important, how deeply important imagery is. What imagery does is it serves as a mirror of possibilities about what is out there for you. When I was going through my brother's high school yearbook, I was actually storyboarding what I had hoped that my own life would come to look like. And lo and behold, it happened. And that is the power of imagery. I was absorbing and downloading all of these things, you know, to my memory. I was committing them to memory and saying one day that's what I want to become. So as we celebrate this Black History Month of 2021, I want to offer to you how deeply important and impactful imagery and the standard that you set is. In 2008, when I was in 8th grade, I relied on my brother's yearbook to help me dream about my future. But even before that, when I would go through my father's yearbook, he graduated class of 1972. I remember going through the pages and seeing the people in black and white and seeing them march down the street. Central's band was marching, and I just thought, man, how dope it must be to be a part of this experience. All of these images I kept with me. and fast forward, they would come to pass. I would one day be a stingette marching down the street, seeing the neighborhood kids run up and be entertained by the show and the sounds of the band. So I really want you to understand the power that you carry. You are being an example for someone. Someone is using you as a canvas to imagine what is possible for themselves. And another thing, and I'm talking to you real deep right now, when you wear CHS across your chest, you are representing something, and you should feel emboldened about that. You are surfing on a historical tide of a storied legacy that has the stories of a long line of greats coming from many generations. Central is a place for us, by us, and don't you ever forget it, and don't you ever let the world tell you anything different. I believe that Central is one of Louisville's best kept secrets. When you're at Central, you can wear your hair as fabulous as you want, or you can wear it as natural as you want. When you come to our home games and you hear our band, you're not just hearing organized notes from a piece of sheet music. You are hearing soul. And you're hearing a family share aloud their love for a craft that has been perfected through the strict regimen of band camp and weekly rehearsals. When you hear the announcer say, "Number 22 on the tackle," that's not just a football play. That is a dream that has just come to pass. That is a young Black boy who just dared to live out his dreams in front of a crowd of hundreds in a world where he is often told that his life will only amount to dashed dreams. I say this with all of my heart and all of my soul. Central is not just a school. It's not just an institution. Central High School is an experience. And it is an unapologetically soulful, Black, enriching experience. And I feel sorry for the people that don't get a chance to experience it. As I close, I say this: whether you believe it or not, someone has their eye on you. Through you, someone is imagining what is possible for them. You are someone's mirror. History has a place for you, so act like it. I am Lanisha Porter, proud Central alumna of the graduating class of 2013, graduating from the Louisville Historic Hive. God bless you. Happy Black History Month. I love you so much.
Oh, Gilbert's gonna be recorded. Oh shoot, they don't care.
Post on you guys.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, if Gilbert records this as like a memorabilia type thing.
Yes.
Hey, you know who it is who's want dreams. Just kidding, don't worry. I gotta get this.
I have to learn how to for his thing, because I'm going to be over there.
I can show you.
Okay. Black Power.
I did ask. I asked people at church and everything.
Hurry up.
Kings and queens of many things. We was kings and queens who did reign. But what made us kings and queens was our family. We had our princess that rose the mighty queens. We had our princesses that rose the mighty queens. And the descendants created our Martin Luther Kings, who had his Coretta Scott Queen. And the love of Black queens are like no other. Every word they utter is to uplift. And she put the wind under his wings, so through that he can achieve higher things. We are kings like Shaka, and like Shaka, the earth rumbles beneath our very presence, and we are his aftershock. You are queens like Amina, the warrior queen. Ting rules all things. Having diamond rings does not make you a queen. Having golden chains does not make you a king. The materials cannot transcend us, but we can transcend the material things to create legacies, for we used to have the masses bow down to the majesty. We are sun-kissed. We absorb sun rays magically. We have a natural rhythm, habitually, but eventually, the crowns must be passed down. We are the aftershocks of Shaka. We are the children of Amina. Kings or queens are not in the Egyptian tombs, but in this very room.
December 1st, 1971, Tosh Goggins was born. Unfortunately, we lost him. February 10th, 2021. The first black coach to win a championship, tied down by the weight of his sportsmanship. COVID-19, a deadly disease, one that brought the whole world down to its knees, has taken a heaven-bound soldier from us. We may never understand why, but in God we trust. 5 championship rings later, Coach Tosh Goggins was Central's football savior. A Christian man who accomplished a lot in his lifespan, has been called home to glory, but we will forever tell his story. So I'll leave you with this from Tosh Goggins' own lips.
Trinity football comes to mind.
But lately, you can make the case for Central because it's joined an elite group.
Boy, no doubt about that. These guys are good, and they continue to be good this year as well. The favorite to win another Kentucky 3A championship is Central. Now get this, before 2007, the Yellow Jackets had never won a Bluegrass football title ever. Since then, Central's won 5 of the last 6 and the last 3 straight.
It's really not that hard. We've won 5 state championships in 6 years. And what we tell them is don't be remembered as that one group that did not win a state championship. Each year it's different because we got a different group, and my hats are off to them kids over there because they're a special group. We have 25 seniors, 26 seniors that have done the things that we've asked them, and we've jumped their tail for a lot.
High school playbook today, Central football celebrated winning its 4th Kentucky State Championship in 5 years for head coach Ty Scroggins.
It's kind of special when each group comes in and each seniors goes out. You know, this group right here is special because I've been with them since they came here to Central, and I've seen all of them grow. And especially Anthony, he's grown so much.
We're used to having celebrations about us winning state championship, and it's good for us because just because we're winning the football team, we're putting our school on the map. So it's all the students, the fans, everybody's involved, the teachers, and everything.
That's right. The Yellow Jacket football team and school are getting used to these kind of celebrations, having now won 3 titles in the last 4 years. They were actually able to start celebrating this one early in the game as Central jumped out to a big lead in the first quarter and then beat Belfry 46-7. All of this has come under head coach Ty Scroggins, who says 3 and 4 years is special, but not yet worthy of dynasty talk. Scoreless in the first quarter when Central changed that with this. Darius Cox on the loose, barely touched, 28 yards for the touchdown, put the Jackets on the board, ahead 6-0 after Stayed that way until they went to overtime. Still tied at 6 when Sidney Tedford went to Marcel Malone for a 15-yard touchdown. That put the Jackets back in the history books. Central and head coach Ty Scroggins win the title their 5th in 6 years, 4 of them over Belfry.
In the 4 years they've been here, and they just kind of, you can see them grow up, and it's just unbelievable that we're here and we won it again.
So it was a wonderful game. They're great competitors. They had a great team this year. They had a lot of great players, and we came out on top. It was amazing. It's my first time. It was my first start. My first start was 3 weeks ago, and it's in 3 weeks. It's just amazing.
We've always known we've had a good group. I've always said it's the best group that we've had, the best team we've had. And it says a lot because we've had Ridge Wilson, Tim Patterson, Mr. Cobble, and all them guys on the same team. But we don't have a named player on this team. We just got 107 individuals that play for Central.
Going for a 5th state championship in 6 years, presented by Moe's Central High School, WLKY's High School Playbook School of the Week.
Central High School. The Yellow Jackets.
So we're running 2 steps. Somebody's got to walk that way.
State champions.
Should be right in this place. 1, 2, 3.
A team full of history and tradition. A team determined to create their own.
Find it in your heart to dig down deep and go get it. Be a tornado tonight. We are about to show them what a yellow jacket is all about. Boom! 1, 2, 3, stand down! Let's go get it tonight! See it and go get it. Knock somebody out tonight. Come on, defense, big stop! Defense! You gotta be kidding me. We only done 8 points! Play fast all day long. All day long. We're right in the ball game. We got to make sure we do the right things. How did you fumble? Just fair catch it. Hold. What we got? It's on you. Let's go. You better catch this damn ball. Yes, sir. New ball game. Let's go. We only had a minute to go in the game. We beat ourselves. We beat ourselves. It's mental with you. Offensively, we will not let this team lose again. 16 points. Mental. Win and move on, or lose, and we pack all of our...